Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, and Tom Griswold. And now, here's Tom.
Bob and Tom. Bob and Tom.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. We are in the beautiful Bob and Tom studios with the very handsome...
Me? Thanks.
I throw it out there.
Me?
It's like a slow pitch with
My
the...
God, you are handsome and you've shaven.
With the very handsome James Hill on organ, the equally handsome Bill Ritter on bass, and the spectacular Joe Maddox on drums. Those are some handsome men. And Duke and I are here also. Oh, wait a minute. There's Ace Cosby, our engineer.
Did you notice he shaved?
Nope.
He didn't even notice.
Sorry.
I didn't until just now. Didn't hear a word I said.
Nope, he sure didn't.
Nope.
Looks much better, Ace. I like the clean-shaven Ace Cosby.
I wanted to please you.
Thank you very much. I get that a lot.
Kiss ass.
I want to say special thanks to the very handsome Eddie Hazel behind the glass today, helping us out with the Duke mix. Duke and the boys hanging out with us, our house band today. Chick McGee across the way. You all right?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the matter?
Treading water, baby.
Okay. Josh and I just had a little important guy moment. Pat Godwin is over there. This is Tom speaking. Welcome back to the show. Thank you very much, fellas. And we were discussing something, both Josh and I, homeowners.
Yeah.
And
big homeowners.
And homeowner says what? Josh last Thursday, I believe it was, installed a faucet which exploded and then leaked all over his basement through the ceiling of the.
Poor workman blames his tools.
But the joys of homeownership. And yesterday we were discussing some electronic stuff, and I suggested you get a professional over there.
He's going to install a light. That's not a big deal at all.
I'm just saying, when the house burns down.
Oh, my goodness.
What do you mean the green one goes with the... But no, Josh and I are both discussing the fact that we have to clean a lot. And I have a rule I'd like to institute.
This is not a guy conversation.
Yes, it is. When I clean...
I have to clean a lot.
You have to what?
When I do the dishes every night, and I don't want anybody in the kitchen when I'm doing it.
You know,
I feel the same way.
Like a man.
Because Christy, I'm at my sink.
Yep.
And I'm not sure if I'm going to go left or right next.
Right.
But if I go right and there's someone there, my rhythm is off.
Sure.
So I'd prefer when I start cleaning the kitchen, everybody leave. I have a system. It's somewhat erratic.
Yeah. We were just talking about this at the compound over the weekend. You still have the invisible fence, keep the dog out of the kitchen?
Yeah.
An indoor invisible fence?
Yeah, it's the invisible fence is they put a wire outside and the dogs, it beeps and they don't go through it. But then inside they have these discs that you can put down to keep dogs in certain areas.
Very good.
Yeah, I got to get a new one.
They're nosy, aren't they? They're nosy. Yeah. They're just nosy people.
What
are you doing?
One of my new dogs actually got up onto the cooktop.
Hot dog.
You damn near, I'll tell you what.
Do you almost trip over your dog? My dog's at my feet every day while I'm doing dishes, and I
this is my rule. Then you agree with me.
Yes.
My rule. When I'm cleaning the kitchen, I'm doing the dishes. I have a system. I don't go over to the refrigerator. I'm over here working, and I don't know if I'm going this way or that way.
Who's a guy's guy to you? Who's Paul Newman?
Sure.
Sam Elliott?
Paul Newman, sure.
So hear them saying, when I'm in the kitchen doing dishes.
I bet they do.
I like
Paul Newman.
Paul Newman's not doing
excellent
dishes.
chef, great ping pong player, fine driver.
What?
Paul Newman's not doing anything right
Resident of Shaker Heights. He's still a great man. Resident of Shaker Heights, Ohio.
Still dead.
I'm doing the dishes is very cathartic. It's kind of a time to unwind, to think a little bit.
But you don't want anybody bothering you.
Right. No. Let me just do this.
Okay.
Now, I broke my rule last night. I let the 3-year-old, she asked if she could help.
Yes.
And I said yes.
Go to bed. Oh, no.
And what that means is I wash the dish, and then I hand it to her, and then she puts it in the dishwasher in the wrong spot.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the thing.
So you have to go back and redo the dish.
Yeah, but it's a nice moment. It's fun.
This morning I unloaded the dishwasher and then reloaded it so I could do the.
Were the dishes clean?
No. You never do the dishes until when I leave in the morning.
Why did you reload it?
Have you read the article that you're not supposed to rinse the dishes at all before you put them in the dishwasher?
I don't understand.
I don't understand that either.
It's supposed to. Look it up.
Yeah, I've heard this.
I couldn't believe it either.
Argument, but in any event,
it helps the dishwasher when the dishes are dirty.
When I'm cleaning, I need to be left alone.
Yeah. Yep.
I have a system.
I clean alone.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
All by myself.
I clean alone. Yeah.
Wow.
Maybe it's just me.
No, I'm with you.
Vacuuming the living room yesterday, all of a sudden the blocks are all over the floor.
God forbid.
Then I'm vacuuming around a 3-year-old.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Thankfully, the 3-year-old that lives in my house is terrified of the vacuum. So,
Thankfully.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll
so
pay
I
off
start
later in life.
vacuuming many times a day.
Just for peace.
Oh, no, you ran to your room again. No, don't do
Didn't
that.
you have gymnastics last night?
Yeah.
Was it fun?
It's fine.
Now, let's clarify. Let's clarify here.
Josh,
Gymnastics.
You're doing gymnastics
This is
now?
not
That's
Josh. This is not Josh on the
He's
balance
on-
beam.
No.
That would result in an ambulance ride.
Yeah. There'd be some ruptured testicles if I were on a balance beam.
I don't know what this is. I don't know what it says it's a world record, but let's explore it together, shall we?
Okay.
A South African man is attempting to break the Guinness World Record for longest time spent pole sitting in a barrel.
Pole sitting in a barrel?
That's what I said.
Okay, so it's a giant wine barrel,
Right.
Yeah.
and it's on top of a pole.
The barrel, so the pole's not in the barrel.
Or is the barrel in the pole?
No,
What?
It's imagine a power line pole,
Oh, that kind of pole.
and then on top of it there's a barrel. And
I was
this
thinking
guy's-
like a Sven Pekarsky or
This
something.
guy's in it, and
So
he
he's
can't-
in the barrel?
Yes,
It's
and,
his turn in the barrel?
and he can't get out.
Hey, Pat, it's his turn in the barrel.
his turn in the barrel.
According to news
Weird.
reports, 51-year-old Vernon Kruger has spent the past 2 months living in a 132-gallon wine barrel that is mounted on an 82-foot tall pole
Whoa, so it's sort of like a big crow's nest?
Yeah,
in Dulstrom,
exactly.
South Africa. He's trying to break his own record, which he set in 1997 before he divorced his first wife. No, I don't know if that's why he's sitting in a pole, being away from home. I don't know. He spent 67 days in a barrel. His attempt started on November 14th, and he can only come down when the attempt is over. That barrel's going to smell pretty good. Huh?
Pole and a barrel.
I will
Pole
have
and
a
a barrel. How fun.
And this is
You're doing my job.
here's the picture.
My gosh, look how high that is.
It's way up high,
It's terrifying.
It's
and when
terrifyingly
he
high.
stands up, the barrel stops below his waist. So
What
it's
is
a
it, 8 stories? 7 stories?
Tiny little barrel though, so he's got to sleep in there.
He has to be dropped in by a helicopter.
It's true.
That's how he's getting in the barrel.
Christy and I are watching the video right now. He just climbed out of a helicopter and into the barrel.
Into the barrel.
Oh, I'm so scared.
Oh my gosh.
So he has to do all of his business up there.
Oh my Lord.
So you think there's some mud falcons?
Oh, thank you. That was just. You suppose he lets it
probably
rip,
goes
or does he
in
have like a bucket?
Yeah, he has a bucket. He looks like
Got a
he's
big barrel.
dropping down the
No,
bucket.
because
You ever crap in a barrel, Tom?
boy, if he had to do that, that'd be, I'd say, 12 hours max.
You've heard of shooting fish in a barrel.
Oh my goodness. This
A
is
Facebook post
unbelievable.
dedicated to the event estimates that, quote, if all goes well, the record will be broken next Monday at 11:32 in the morning. I don't know what time zone that is.
Do you think they can drone him, like books and food and stuff?
I would imagine.
Send a drone up
I
there?
assume he has a line with a bucket.
Yeah, he does.
Just lowers the bucket.
You can see that. He does show that.
Hilarious.
So he's got to have an attendant down there. Hey,
Well, there
here,
are a lot of people down
here
there
comes
watching.
breakfast.
Yeah.
Or enabler.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
apparently he was almost hit by lightning.
The umbrella covering his barrel
Yes.
started to leak.
Oh, boy.
He has a workout routine every morning. He does 4 or 5 laps around the barrel. And then
Just little finger exercises.
Again, he can barely. This barrel is tiny.
some members
Yeah.
of the public joined him on the ground, mimicking his movement and routine.
Now, when it says some members of the public, that means 3 people.
Yeah. A couple of
Three
drunks
locals.
from the village.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, barrel guy.
As if this gentleman hasn't suffered enough, Andrew Dollenberg from the Steve Hamilton Pipe Band came by to play some bagpipe
Oh, nothing he could do.
Nothing
That's
he could
when
do.
the mud falcons
music.
fly.
Nothing he could do. I'm trapped in the barrel. Will you stop that?
I will drop my dump on you.
Cut that
This guy's definitely this guy's definitely married. I know I'll get away for 2 months.
He sleeps in it?
Yeah, he never leaves.
Yeah.
He hasn't left the barrel since
He can't leave the barrel, Josh.
he's been in the barrel since November
So
14th.
he has not lain.
Since November.
He has not laid.
I was going to say it's
prone.
probably difficult sleeping in a barrel, but then I remembered I once took a nap on the Southwest Airlines, so it's not that difficult.
Love them.
So he's going to have the world record for being on a pole.
Super duper. And then if he makes it, remember, if he makes this world record, so what?
Yes.
Oh, they have a little selfie station. You can go visit him, and you can set up a selfie there. And
Well, if this were in San
Sign a
Francisco,
visitor's
if this
book.
were in San Francisco, the rent in that barrel would be $1,200 a month.
yeah.
Saying,
And there'd be more poop in it.
okay, thank you very much.
Can you throw rocks at him?
Wah, I think so.
We have marijuana in the news, and in kind of an unusual way, I think, Christy.
Pot smokers, a new study out there has revealed marijuana can improve your libido and sexual satisfaction.
Really?
A paper published in the Sexual Medicine Journal has found a direct link between a moderate use of cannabis prior to sex and a significant increase in arousal and strength of orgasm.
Huh.
Researchers studied the sex lives of almost 400 participants who volunteered intimate information about their private lives and use of marijuana. From the study, 176 women said they used cannabis, often prior to sexual activity.
Hey,
So they're just asking people, come on, I'm
yeah. And doesn't this have a built-in bias?
Yes.
The
Of course.
Yes.
The journal is called what?
Sexual medicine.
Yeah, I mean, right there, they got to promote something.
Yeah.
They can't say.
Nobody's going to say, yeah, I smoked pot and my sex life sucked. Do you think anyone would say that?
No.
No.
Yeah, I think they're going to say it was great.
Sure.
You might have a woman saying, "Well, it was really great. I just hated having all that Cheeto dust on my boobs."
Cheetle. It's called Cheetleton.
Oh, we'll get to that.
This leads to a song from Duke about not necessarily about marijuana, but about any kind of artificial boosting of one's
You ready?
Libido?
psychic temperature.
Just get to the song.
Well, no, because you guys are going to take part in the song again.
Oh,
too.
good.
Oh, it's a sing-along?
Well, no, you can do that also, but I'm thinking rather than having me talk about it, you guys could tell about experiences when you're high, particularly you, Christy.
I've never been high.
Lying.
Like Christy.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Woke up this morning feeling ashamed. They tell me last night I did some other bad things. Everybody know I'm not that kind of guy. When I did what I did, if I hadn't have been high. Now I went to a nightclub and I set up the house. I didn't pay my tab, I just walked out. And the bartender know I'm not that kind of guy. I wouldn't have left without paying if I hadn't have been high. Jumped in my car, speeded down the street. Wow! The police were chasing me. Rugged this morning just to be alive. Wouldn't have driven that way if I hadn't have been high.
Had been high.
Oh, my girlfriend was with me when I left last night. Don't know how I came home with another man's wife. Everybody know I'm not that kind of guy. When I did what I did, if I hadn't have been high. Did if I hadn't been high.
Had been high.
Oh, I woke up my neighbors trying to get in the door. Woke up my neighbors trying to get in the door. I was so embarrassed, I was on the wrong floor. My neighbors know I'm not that kind of guy. When I did what I did, if I hadn't have been high. Ask me back, I wouldn't have did what I did.
I wouldn't have did what I did.
If I hadn't been high.
If I hadn't been high.
I wouldn't have did what I did.
I wouldn't have did what I did.
If I hadn't been high.
If I hadn't been
other than Christy, have any of you ever been high?
Definitely.
Why do you think I'm the one?
Well, you said you never were high.
I'm never high. Drunk, that's a different story.
Well,
That counts.
that
That's
counts.
high.
Oh, does that count?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Sure, yeah. They used to
Oh,
be-
that was last Thursday. What are you talking about?
Oh, well, what did you do?
I fall down when I get high.
Really?
Falls
Yes.
down when she gets high.
I do.
You go what now?
I fall down.
You go down when you're...
fall down.
Duke, please.
Duke.
Don't fall.
We have standards.
The mics ain't working right, see? I, of course, have been high many times.
Many
times in public places.
Yeah?
You may have seen me. We may have spoken at length about many topics. Friends, family, romantic problems, financial problems. I, of course, don't remember.
Now, Josh, what do you do when you're high? You ever, like put mayonnaise on pizza?
No, I don't. I don't need to be high to do that, Tom.
Anything
I
come to
laugh a
mind?
lot. If
You laugh a lot?
Yeah.
So laugh a lot.
Yeah.
Nothing unusual.
When I'm drunk, you wouldn't know that I'm drunk. I'm a very calm drunk.
That's what you think.
Everybody can't. They go, man, how come you're not drunk? I'm like, oh, I am wasted. They're like, what? They don't. I can't. They can't.
Do you
tell.
remember everything the next day?
For the most part, yeah.
Oh, I don't.
Put your shoes on backwards?
No, I will try. Sometimes I'll try. The typical drunk things like. I bet I could jump over that campfire. That kind of thing. I have done things like that.
I'll bet I could jump over that campfire.
That has happened.
That is some rock solid thinking. You wouldn't have done that if you hadn't have been high.
Yeah, got into some Roman candle fights drunk.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You guys do that, yeah.
Picked a live squid out of an aquarium drunk one time. It was in Korea, and they had this giant aquarium. And I was hammered, and I reached in, grabbed the squid, and lifted it out, and shoved it in my buddy's face. And this Korean woman ran out of the restaurant and just screamed at me. And
That's hilarious.
But
Did you know what she was screaming?
No, I'm sure I was.
Squid and the whale?
I see.
That was mean.
That was mean.
That's all I had, though. That's all I
Who's
had.
throwing bricks over there?
Interesting comment.
Look at the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah, there's different ways to get high.
Sure, yeah.
How's that, Tom?
Now, I was recently at the dentist,
Oh,
and I got high at the dentist. And
Yeah, is that where you go for your tools?
you know something? I think I'm going to get my teeth cleaned right now.
Give me the gas.
Absolutely true story. I went to have lunch with my friend Mark and Kelly.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize that I was A, high, and B, half my face was numb.
You mean have a headline now?
and we were at this place, and suddenly Mark goes, "You're bleeding." And I had chewed off a big chunk of my lip having a sandwich. I wouldn't have did what I'd done. It did if I hadn't been high.
I wouldn't have did what I did. If I hadn't been high. If I hadn't been high. I wouldn't have did what I did.
I wouldn't have did what I did.
If I hadn't been high.
If I hadn't been high.
Got a friend said he bought his house because he was high. You never want to do that. I'll take it. Duke Tumatoe, ladies and gentlemen, in the Power Trio.
Yes.
Bill, James, and Joe.
Watch the entire show live or on demand with the Bob and Tom VIP All Access Pass. Listen live with the Bob and Tom app and make sure to visit bobandtomstore.com. Tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.